Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. Fifth week of Lent. Be not afraid. An anxious Jesuit on retreat, and an angel's whisper echoing across centuries. Before his ordination, Bob Dufford, S.J., found himself wrestling with a very human question: am I enough for this? Where would he go? Would he endure? Would grace really meet him where the call demanded? His spiritual director, with a kind of holy simplicity, pointed him not to strategy, but to Scripture, to the Annunciation. And there, in the stillness, one line broke through the noise: do not be afraid, not advice, not a suggestion, a command, wrapped in divine tenderness. From that meditation, something began to stir. Years later, it would become the hymn Be Not Afraid, a song that has carried trembling hearts for decades. Its refrain feels almost like Christ himself leaning close. Be not afraid. I go before you always. Come, follow me, and I will give you rest. That line echoes the voice of heaven found in the Gospel of Luke, but it reverberates across all of Scripture. Fear not, again and again, like a drumbeat against the chaos. Over 100 times in the Old Testament, dozens more in the New, because fear is the oldest wound, and God, like a master physician, keeps pressing on it, not to hurt us, but to heal us. Now hold that gentle command, be not afraid, and place it beside the scene from the Gospel of Mark. They crucified him. It is 9 a.m. The sentence has been carried out at Golgotha, the place of the skull. The soldiers divide his garments. They cast lots, gambling over what little he owns. Above his head the charge is written, King of the Jews, and on either side of him 2 criminals, a mockery of a royal court. The Gospel tells us almost nothing else. No lingering description, no slow-motion agony, just fragments, the clothes, the time, the inscription, the company he keeps in death. Because, as Bishop Robert Barron might say with a raised eyebrow and a touch of irony, the evangelists assume you already know. This is horror beyond language. To describe it would almost diminish it. And yet, this unspeakable instrument of torture becomes the central symbol of Christianity. We trace it over our bodies, we hang it on our walls, we wear it casually around our necks, a Roman execution device turned into a sign of victory. But here's the tension, almost unbearable if you really let it sink in. The same God who says, be not afraid, chooses the cross, not as theater, not as metaphor, but as reality. So what does that mean? It means the command do not be afraid is not spoken from a safe distance. It is spoken from within suffering. Christ doesn't eliminate fear by removing pain. He conquers fear by entering pain and transforming it from the inside out. The cross says, yes, the world is terrifying. Yes, suffering is real. Yes, death is coming, but I am here. And if I am here, you do not need to be afraid. Not because life gets easier, but because love has gone deeper. So maybe today the invitation is simple and difficult. Look at the cross again. Really look. Not as decoration, not as background, but as the place where fear met perfect love and lost. And in that place, hear the same voice that spoke to Mary, to Dufford, to every trembling soul: be not afraid. Then sit with him there,